make me cancel this.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a peg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 When I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then. Never really loving us no more. No R&R. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? See some? See some? I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? 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 That's how I'm still gonna keep the torch.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. A weekend where 4 teams gets cut down to 2 here in the AFC. The divisional round contest is underway. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Putting the tight end in motion. Jackson now on 3rd. That's going to be caught by Evans. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. First down, here's Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
What is hot? Not already. No, we changed it. What is hot? Right on.
Lamar now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
What is it on? Hey, report. Report.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Diving right side. Got it. And he'll be touched down after a big play. Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Jackson now to return it. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Titans will have a first down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. That throw finds Okonkwo. This is ahead for about 5. That's Odafe Owe with the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Dropping back to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Third and long for him here. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They are throwing it again. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans finish off their opening drive. Joey Sly on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Hardy on the return. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
180.
The drive begins with Henry. And he's stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Yo.
Here's 2nd and 5. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. So that's the end of one.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Back at beginning of the second quarter. Ravens in possession. They're looking at first down here. From the gun, Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. Completed to Flowers. And he pushes this up to midfield before going out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Hey, report. Sit down.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Into the red zone. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. He missed the linebacker lurking, or he thought he could challenge him there and win. A 6-point mistake, Brock, either way.
Do you know, Kate, that you use that word as a verb in quarterbacks? When we look at coverages, we use it as a noun. He's a lurker. You said he was lurking, and he was. And if you're not aware of that lurker, that free defender who's got eyes on you, well, they can make you pay just as he did.
Hardy on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Jackson trying again after the pick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
This finds Evans, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
From the 48. Flush down now to his left. Oh, he's keeping it again.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Jackson on 3rd and 1. Forced out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Lamar off to play fake. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts from the goal line. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
2nd and 10 now. He lofts one deep, center of the field. He's got it inside the 25. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And they won't return this, so with the new rules and because it hit in the landing zone first, the touchback will only come out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Middle.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finding Flowers. And he'll get it up to the 27. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
Second and 3.
The 27-yard line.
On the move, headed right. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. And that played good enough for a first. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. On the 44-yard line now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Jackson. He lofts it deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Mike Evans with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie this game at 21. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field. Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. He's dropping back to throw. He puts everything behind this one. Toward the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Alpha, sit on. Yo.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Now here's Lamar. Chased out to his right. Now from the right, he fires deep middle. Big gain downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down, here's Lamar. He's on the move. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roger McCreary takes it away. And the Titans are going to be set up in goal to go after a great return down inside the 10.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
They give to Pollard from the gun. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal. Throwing from the gun. Almost almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Up and good from Joseph. And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Return starts from the goal line. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. One last play before the break.
Middle. Hey, report. Alrighty.
They're looking to throw. Getting out to his left. Fits it through the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. Returns looking good so far. And he's well across the 45, almost all the way to midfield before going out.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Escapes the... What a hit, and the ball's loose. Oh, and they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
The give on 2nd to Pollard. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Now looking to throw. Avoid some trouble there. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Looking to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. They connect on the deep shot. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Hardy on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or two shy of the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
We changed it. No, we changed it.
Lamar now from the gun. Got Evans, it's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the gun, Jackson. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Lamar back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Working inside the red zone. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start the second half with some needed points. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Jackson now to return it. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Intended target was Calvin Ridley. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Forced out to his right. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing this back in the end zone. He's got it deep downfield. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 3rd quarter lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Jackson now to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. That one right down the middle. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Jackson now to return it. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Fired in there and caught. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Titans keeping their offense on the field. Love it. They're trying for 2. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick.
You know, sometimes it just feels like the opposing coaches are sitting right inside your skull. They read the call and were set up perfectly to counter it.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And no return as this is going to be a touchback. And with our new kickoff rules starting this year, the ball only comes out to that 20-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. Rolling left, buying some time. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And it sets up 2nd down.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that, getting out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down.
Yo, let's go.
Running back sent in motion. Jackson trying again on 2nd down. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Man in motion here. Jackson now on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. He'll throw it. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
To throw here on 1st down. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. The rookie from Georgia has it. Ravens are going to take over after the interception. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Only 1 quarter left before we... New set of downs for him from the 46.
Hey, Alpha, say hi.
Out of the gun, Henry. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
On first down, Jackson. On the move, headed right. Down the run. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. From the red zone now. Escapes out to the left. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a two-possession game here in the fourth. It's a Tez Walker touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens push the lead up to 12. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Okonkwo brings it in. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And Baltimore finishes the return in the end zone. Touchdown. The Ravens likely locked up the win right there. Setting up to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens go up by 19. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Jackson now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans get it back to within 2 possessions. Once again, the Titans bypassing a kick, electing to go for 2. They'll try it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
43.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Blitz coming, Lamar. He's trying to push the field. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Roger McCreary takes it away. And the Titans have some new life in the 4th.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
18, track 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
They'll throw on 1st. And he'll score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans now within 1 score in the 4th. Calvin Ridley with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Here's Slide to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Hardy on the return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Come on, go. Hey, Ozzy.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Ready, shot.
Here's Henry running left. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Ready, shot. Shot.
He's back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of 10 yards brings up 4th down.
Looking to throw. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a small gain to the 48. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout. So the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
180.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he's brought down for a loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens up by 6. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Get on! Ready? Hey, hey! Middle, middle! Get on!
Looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Hey, Ozzy! Check out! Hey, check out! Hey, middle! Check out!
Back to throw it. He's throwing deep to the left side. This is caught inside the 15. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. He goes down to a knee, and this one's over. They're on their way to the AFC Championship game.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And their run through the playoffs has reached the penultimate stop on the tracks. The conference championship game next week. And they're going to need the same type of effort from this game, Brock, to carry forward to reach the end of the line and earn that Super Bowl appearance. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.